Hello. Our Portland Story is a community story project that is part yearbook, part Insider's Traveler Guide, and part collected memoirs, but is all about Portland by Portlanders. In its current form, it is a book and a website. It was written by 77 different authors and designed by 68 different graphic designers. It started when, as a Portlander of 7 years, I felt a strong sense of place and belonging that I couldn't quite put into words. I wondered what were the unifying themes that made Portland feel different. It is this curiosity that brought about the idea to capture stories about the city in book form. I knew that design would play a strong role in the final product. Let me talk a bit about the creation process. It started with an open call for submissions. The stories were essentially crowdsourced from average Portlanders who were asking the question, what one thing do you love about Portland? I got the word out about the project and the call for submissions and for designers, utilizing mostly free sources of promotion. I was easily able to create a website, flyers, Facebook, Twitter accounts, Craigslist ads, and most importantly, I was interviewed by the Oregonian, and an article about the call ran in October of 2008. The PR effort proved a success, and we had over 80 stories received. Here are some excerpts. I live near Mount Tabor. Ancient volcanic ash is embedded in my backyard. I run my fingers through it, listening. I hear the whisper of a universe conspiring in my favor. Janet Freeman. Portland is a restless, creative city where we pursue the religion of warm people, food, and drink. Chris Carell. So the next steps are to narrow down the stories to the chosen ones and edit for grammar, punctuation, and understanding. For this, I needed an editor. Back to Craigslist. My call was answered by the sweet and wonderful Sarah Cook, a third-generation Portlander and editor who worked for nearly nothing because she believed in the project. Now for the design. My vision was that opposed to a templated plain text book, that the story would be artfully and uniquely designed for each page, to reflect each story. The author and designer's perspectives together would make for a more engaging page. I met with every designer individually or in a small group to brief them on the project. I provided guidelines for the overall look and feel of the book and gave them inspiration and samples. Here's designer Matt Moraski, hard at work on his computer, sketching, making notes for his story about a page about food in Chinatown. All designers donated their time to this project in exchange for credit, bios. Okay, so the book is slowly taking form. Time to score publisher. After months of pitching, sending kits, emailing, I finally had someone who was interested, but they had their own visions of how to make the book more profitable. For example, selling the back cover page to companies, our Fred Meyer story, or making the book only available as a bundled package with their other books, or inserting coupons. Not only did their vision not align with mine, but I would lose creative control of the project, which is the one thing I actually thought I was good at. So after 4 months of talks, we parted ways, and I decided that the best route was to self-publish. As the printing details are being worked out, I moved full steam ahead on a website. Our portlandstory.com was going to serve as a gathering point, a center point for news updates, sharing of stories, photography. All stories could be searched and viewed in story mode and design mode. Designers would be listed and promoted, and people could submit to future editions of the book. Finally, in September of 2010, our Portland Story Volume 1 came to fruition in book and online form. We celebrated with a launch party at Mississippi Studios, where attending authors and designers got to meet, mingle, selected authors read their stories to a crowd of about 200 people. This event and others were an integral part of the project. It brought contributing members together to share in the celebration of their creative output. Authors met other authors and designers and swapped stories. People started exchanging books, asking for autographs, writing messages in them like they were yearbooks. At that event, I realized I achieved one of my major goals of the project, which was to create a sense of community identity in Portland and capture the spirit of the city. Let me speak to some of my learnings from this project. Technological advancements in printing bypass former methods of bringing a book to market. This results in products that are more personal, authentic, and meaningful. However, quality content and design will still determine success, and consumers will only respond when both are done well. Lastly, books are no longer lonely artifacts. The way in which we consume information is multi-channel, and so should your content be. For this project, I created a video trailer for the book, a website, Twitter and Facebook accounts to engage fans, and events to involve the public. So this brings me to future possibilities of the project. How will it evolve? As I mentioned earlier, already begun is Our Portland Story Volume 2. Other ideas include Neighborhood Edition, Kids Edition. It could extend to other cities, have podcasts, interactive map, mobile app. There can be side products developed on the brand, stickers, notebooks, etc. In closing, the process of bringing this project to life took several years, personal investment, thousands of hours, but the end is a product that I am proud of and that I can build upon in the future. I urge all of you to follow your ideas, share stories, and love the city you're in. Thank you.